somebody wasn't paying attention. I don't know how that can happen if I don't know. Like this side where I am has the stop sign. So if you were coming from this side, obviously you should stop. And I don't know. Stop sign speaks for itself. There's a stop sign there. Should be one on the other side, but it's not. It's supposed to be one on both sides. But even if that car was going straight or turning, doesn't matter. The car coming out of here has a stop sign, so I guess the person that has a stop sign will be at fault. And the grounds are kind of slick, so you got to use caution when the grounds are wet. Always use some caution. Walnut Ave in Rockland. Nobody's seriously injured. Look like, cars are not too banged up. Probably a low speed accident. But caution is the key. Caution is the key. Caution is the key. You gotta just take your time. I don't know. Like I said, nobody seriously injured. Other than little damage to the cars. And keep in mind the grounds are wet, so that means reduce your speed. At least that's what that should mean. This guy right here, look. They come speeding. They don't realize the speed limit in the city is only 20 miles an hour. Then you got a sign that says drive slow too, right? Drive slow. Maybe that's slow compared to most people. I don't know. Only observing. Looks like it's going to be just a paper exchange. Nobody's claiming any injuries. Fire department over here, they cleared. Just gotta try to explain to the insurance company what happened. Hang around for a little bit, then we'll probably head up out of here. See, that's about the speed you should be going right there. That's about 20, 25 miles an hour right there, what they're doing. That's typically what the city wants you to be doing.
Fox 102. West 7th Street, turning up so 805
If one person would have used a little bit of caution, Both of them could have been home by now. Even if you have the right of way, that don't mean that you don't stop. Because just because you have the right of way, don't mean you keep going. So, say for example, if you're coming to this intersection, right, and you know this car to your left has the stop sign, just because he doesn't stop and keep going, that don't mean you keep going. You should have the smarter brains to stop and let him do what he got to do, and then that way you can make it safely home. But being right doesn't always make it right. You know what I mean? Those cars right here, these cars are typically doing the speed limit. That's 25, maybe 30 at max. But that's reasonable right there. They're not going too fast. No, they're doing a good speed. You're gonna get where they're going safely without causing chaos.
Chick 411, 5 Kilo 22. Play with the mayor. I have it.
Um, Typically, you don't really need the police to exchange paperwork unless you don't know how to do it. You just change information. Make sure you get the driver's license, registration, year, make, model of the car. You know, yeah, that's typically what you do. Then you put that to your insurance company, and then you go from there. Now, if it's like if you cause bodily harm and injury and property damage, you're supposed to submit one to the police department as well, and also one to the registry. But I think the insurance company does that automatically
Would you be
anyway.
able to do a call back for us, please? No.
Years ago, they used to tell you to fill out three accident reports. One goes to the registry, one goes to the police department, and one goes to your insurance. I don't think they require it anymore. I think you just call your insurance and they do what they got to do. Now, if the police department comes, then you don't have to do an accident report because they're going to make a report themselves. So they should be all set.
Delta 201. Can you just have EMS come to our location? It's going to be a 6 couple of high body HC50 style allegedly. I have it.
Other than that, it's been pretty quiet. There's been some, little stuff here and there, but nothing, no major stuff, Nothing to go crazy over. And sometimes when you're coming out of this, I think this is Rockland Street. When you're coming out of Rockland Street, when you look to your left, that's a blind, um, that's a blind, blind area. You really can't see cars coming from Dale Street. So you kind of got to creep out little by little to make sure that you don't hit somebody coming by too fast. Because that is a kind of area that, it just blocks your view. Even if you get 3 cars deep, you still can't see the whole area. I guess it's the design of the street. It's a very, blind area. You got to kind of creep out on it.
I'll be back on that. Come on, I can post you call again, please.
What's going on, man? Who had the stop sign? You had the stop?
No, he had the stop sign.
He had the stop sign?
Yeah,
He ran the stop sign. Oh. Yeah, take a picture of the stop sign so they know it's a stop sign there. Document that he's taking a picture of the stop sign. I mean, there is a stop sign there. It's supposed to be one on the other side.
Yeah, you live on this building?
Me, no, I don't live on the building. All you gotta do is say he ran the stop sign. They figure it out from there.
Yeah.
Well, you tell me the direction of cars.
Yeah, the officer just told him.
Yeah.
But
Well, even if you were going right, and
yeah.
he can't go until it's safe to go.
That's right.
That's how the rules work. So he can wait there 20 days. If there's no way to go, stay right there.
That's right.
That's how it works. Yep, you did the right thing, man. He said the officer told him the same thing, which is true. You cannot. I mean, and that's just how the rules work. The registry, the insurance gonna tell you the same thing. You got the stop sign, you're automatically at fault. That's the way I was told anyway. You can't run the stop sign. If cars don't... Take care, buddy. Be safe out there. A lot of people can't drive, you know. I mean, stop sign means stop. It don't mean stop and go. I mean, stop. Look both ways. Proceed to go when it's safe. You'd be surprised. A lot of people really don't... And this is true. I'm not making this up. There are people that drive right now on the road that don't know what a stop sign means. And I don't know how they got their license. I honestly don't. Maury Haley, you need to look into that. Why are people on the road driving in Massachusetts that don't know what a stop sign means? Maury Haley, like, you know, you got warned. You know, there's people in your city, your state, that are crashing cars because they don't know what a stop sign means. And I'm not saying this situation here is one of them, but there are people that don't know what a stop sign is. I was in, I think that was Lawrence one time, and I think she was a Dominican woman. She drove right through a stop sign. I pulled up on the side. I said, that means stop. She goes, I don't understand what you're saying. I said, stop. She goes, I don't know what that means. And I said, you don't see the sign? She said, she can't read it. And I said, oh, my. So right then and there, told me that she didn't know what she was re-looking at. It wasn't in her language, so she didn't know what stop meant. I thought it was universal, but I guess it's not universal. So people get licensed, and I don't know how they get those licenses. And they can't read signs that say detour, one way, do not enter. They don't know what those signs mean. Then they get mad at you when you try to explain to them what they're doing wrong. And that's how it is. Maura Haley don't care anyway. She's a criminal in disguise. If you look at the stuff that Maura Haley is allowing the state to do and get away with, she cares more about illegal immigrants and trying to trash Trump rather than trying to make a safer state for her for her people. Or maybe they're not her people. Maybe there's people that she's supposed to represent. But those people, they're clowns. When you talk to them, they're clowns. Like Russell Holmes, he's another clown to talk to. Talk to that guy, he's so ignorant, it doesn't make any sense at all. I tried to talk to him, he looked like a friggin' jerk.
Wearing a black t-shirt, black pants, black coat.
Gotta start exposing these people that falsely represent the community.
Doesn't have phone on her.
We're gonna have to hold everybody accountable for their own actions. Take the seat, fill the seat, and do it the right way, or get out of there. That's all that matters. We're tired of people playing, I don't know, games. That's what they call it. I'm gonna stand in the crossway, see if that car stops. He did stop, right? Maybe because he stopped for them too. But typically you also wait in the crosswalk. If a car doesn't stop, then he should stop. But if he doesn't stop, then it's another issue. So the closest box is 2145. People always ask me what's the box number and all that kind of stuff. That red light's supposed to light up too, by the way. He might need a tow with that rim. Well, no, that's just the cover though. It's still drivable. It just damaged the hubcap. Damaged the hubcap on the wheel. It's drivable. Called the insurance company in the morning. They let the insurance companies figure it out. They usually do it all the time anyway. It's starting to rain out here too, guys, so I'm not gonna hang out in the rain too long. Alright guys, just be safe out there. Watch the intersections. Watch out for the drivers that are not watching out for you. Little debris. That's probably from the rim. This hubcap. Other than that, I'm gonna stand in the crosswalk, see if this car stops. He didn't stop. Typically, when you wait in a crosswalk, cars are supposed to stop. Do they stop? Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It all depends on the driver. But that's the way the crosswalk is supposed to work. You're supposed to step into the crosswalk, prepare to cross. Don't be run out on the street when the car's coming because he might not stop. So you're supposed to wait in the crosswalk. Well, I don't think they explain that either, though. You're supposed to wait in the crosswalk until it's safe to cross. You just don't say I got the right of way right out on the street because I mean that's not guaranteed that you're gonna make it to the other side for sure. But just use caution. Try to use caution. All right, guys. Catch you guys in the next one. Be safe out there.